Safety Connect. I am Pastor Lance McCune. Today we're talking about something that is essential to the future of our communities: the importance of training faith based organizations to work alongside law enforcement in building safe and resilient communities. Law enforcement agencies today carry enormous responsibilities. They're responding not only to crime, but also to disasters, mental health crises, community instability, as well as growing distrust in institutions. At the same time, faith based organizations remain some of the most trusted institutions inside local communities. Churches, ministries, synagogues, and faith based nonprofits already have strong relationships inside neighborhoods. They know families, they know the local needs. And during difficult times, people often turn to trusted faith leaders before they turn anywhere else. The problem is that many faith communities want help, but they are not connected to the structured public safety system. That's where training becomes important. Training helps faith based organizations understand how emergency systems operate, how communication works during crisis, as well as how to coordinate volunteers safely and how to support public safety efforts without confusion. But training does more than transfer information, it builds relationships. When pastors and community leaders work alongside law enforcement and are trained, they begin to develop a relationship with emergency management as well as others, and trust begins to grow. Communication improves, partnership becomes stronger before crisis ever occurs. That's one of the biggest lessons communities must understand. Strong partnerships are not built during disasters. Sometimes it can be a disaster during a disaster. They're built beforehand. These programs also benefit law enforcement agencies when they train people. Many officers receive little training on how to work effectively with faith communities. Yet, faith organizations represent some of the strongest communication networks inside a city. When officers understand how to engage those networks, public trust improves and communities become stronger. One of the best examples of this is what we call the CERT program, Community Emergency Response Teams. CERT programs support through FEMA and the Department of Security train volunteers to assist during emergencies when professional responders may be overwhelmed. CERT teaches disaster response, fire safety, search and rescue, medical operations, as well as team coordination. Faith based organizations are natural partners for programs like CERT and many others. They already have volunteers, they already have buildings, they already have communication systems, and they have trusted relationships inside the community. These connects directly to what we call neutral authority. Neutral authority provides a structure that allows organizations to work together without losing their identity, as well as train together. Law enforcement serves as the neutral authority, the flagpole, connecting faith communities and businesses, as well as nonprofits together. This builds relationships with emergency management as well as civic organizations through a trusted structure. Each group remains distinct, but all are connected through a common mission: building safe and resilient communities. This is why every law enforcement agency, large or small, should develop regular training programs that include faith-based organizations. Not only after disasters is this needed, but consistency before disasters or incidents. These programs should include relationship building, emergency preparedness, as well as maybe child safety, crisis communication, as well as volunteer coordination. The long term community engagement will be built when relationships and training take place. Because those relationships already exist, response will become faster, communication will become clear, and trust becomes stronger. The future of public safety will depend on leadership that understands how to connect institutions through structure, clarity, and trust. That's how resilient communities are built. That's how partnerships last. And that's how law enforcement and faith communities together can help shape safer cities for future generations. Thank you for joining us today on Kappa TV. And don't forget, training is always good. Even if you never use it, it will build relationships. God bless you.